Here in the SMC Sports Motion pregame show at Piketon High School. When we come back, we will talk to the new head coach of the Northwest Mohawks, Paul Carver. That's coming up next on Classic Rock 107.5, The Breeze.
High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home. Call your companies, call your safety services, and call your home medical. Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ.
Why does a church exist? This is Pastor Ryan Brown for the Calvary Baptist Church, and I'd like to reveal to you that our church exists to bring people to Jesus Christ, to tell them of a Savior who loves them and gave His life for them on the cross at Calvary, conquered death, rose up from the grave, and made salvation possible for every person. If you have questions about this person named Jesus Christ, come see us. Visit becausefcalvary.com and be our guest at Calvary Baptist Church.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards Program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Gamp's Power Equipment, Route 140 in Slocum is your hometown team for the most feared lineup when it comes to mowing down the competition. Names like John Deere, Toro, Honda, Steel, and Western. You're guaranteed a winning record every time you take the field in pursuit of that perfect cut. Gamp's opens the doors Monday to Saturday at 7:30 and features pickup and delivery as they always service what they sell. To find out more, go to Gamps.com and discover what true customer service is all about at Gamp's Power Equipment.
Serving our region since 1986, Harris Floor Covering at 610 9th Street in Portsmouth has built a reputation for reliable service, expert flooring advice, and quality installation. Harris Floor Covering has a wide selection of the highest quality products, including carpeting, ceramic, porcelain, laminate, waterproof flooring, wood flooring, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959. And don't forget that right beside of Harris Floor Covering, you'll find Harris Outdoors at 616 9th Street, where they have firearms and hunting equipment.
Minford Telephone and TV,
The local choice, the best choice.
your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service, stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Minford Telephone and TV,
The local choice, the best choice.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and have been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
Welcome back to the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. I'm Mark Williams and have the pleasure of talking with the head football coach of the Northwest Mohawks, Paul Carver, as they get ready for their season opener, making the short trip to Piketon to take on the Red Streaks. And Paul, let me be the next one. It's probably been a long line of welcoming you back to Northwest, and this time as head coach of the football program.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
And talking about your opener tonight, a game with the Piketon Red Streaks. It's not a conference game, but they're close enough that it certainly could be. Short trip for you there to go to Piketon to take on a Red Streaks team. I think much like yourself, there's a lot of question marks out there about Piketon this year.
Yeah, for sure. The one thing we know for sure about them is that they're going to be well coached. Coach Gullion does a really good job with those guys, getting them ready to play. It's week one. We've played them, I know we've played in the last 2 years that I've been an assistant at Northwest, and then played him a couple years before that when I was an assistant at Valley. So pretty familiar with him. He does a really good job coaching the kids that he's got there.
And taking over the program, lost a lot of skill people, but you've still got some folks back. Northwest always noted to have another big offensive line, and it looks like that's going to be the case again this year for you.
Yeah, we got some guys up. We got some guys up front that can move people. We're going to lean heavy on them this year. We've got some depth in our skill spots. We got some running backs we can run in and out that I'm confident in. We like you said earlier, we're going to be replacing a lot of production on the offensive side. We bring a couple people back on the defensive side. Aiden Armbruster is going to anchor our offensive line for us. He's returning. And Caden Kazee is also returning as a starter on the offensive line, too. So that's going to help us out with those guys up front.
I would imagine, having been associated with Northwest, having been a part of the coaching staff, was probably a much easier transition for you to ascend to the head coaching position, and also with your previous head coaching experience than maybe it would be a first-time out newcomer coming in from the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to know those guys a little bit over the last couple of years. I got to know them really well, actually, so you don't have to really learn personalities and all that stuff, and you still got a rapport that you've already built. So that helps in taking over a program and by already knowing those kids.
How much of things will be different for you scheme-wise, offensively, defensively, from what you had before? Is there going to be something different that where you can put your staple on it, and how much will be the same?
So terminology is a lot different on the offensive side. It's similar on the defensive side. We're going to be more power offense oriented on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side to deal with we're not real deep in the offense or in the defensive line and offensive line areas. We don't have a lot of those guys that we can get in and out. So we've made some changes defensively, scheme wise, to get those guys some breaks and use more of our skill guys that we have.
Week one's always far from a finished product, and it might be a case you may never get to totally be a finished product even by the end of the season. With that being said, week one, your preparation up to this, obviously you'd like to win the game. Outside of that, what do you want to see from your team?
I want to see improvement from the scrimmages that we've had, things that we've talked about, things that we've done in practice in our individual drills. We want to see that happen on the field and just keep getting better as the weeks go on.
Coach, we wish you the best of luck as you take on the Piketon Red Streaks tonight and moving on in throughout the course of the season. We've got several Northwest games, so we'll be talking to you quite a bit. Appreciate your time.
All righty, thank you.
That is Paul Carver, the head coach of the Northwest Mohawks. We will continue with the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show after this timeout. You're listening to High School Sports on 107.5 The Breeze.
High School Sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home, Collier Companies, Collier Safety Services, and Collier Home Medical, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ. Portsmouth Block offers split-face concrete masonry units made right here in Portsmouth. Commonly referred to as split-face block, it provides a textured appearance which makes for a great look, perfect for walls, foundations, or entire buildings. Portsmouth Block also carries a full line of landscaping products, decorative brick chips, landscaping block, brick pavers, retaining wall block, sand, gravel, and more. Everything you need for walls, patios, fountains, and fire pits. From professional contractors to the do-it-yourself homeowners, everyone is welcome. Visit Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
At Southern Ohio Medical Center, there are over 3,000 of us dedicated to keeping our neighbors healthy and our community strong. Every day, we commit ourselves to not only providing the finest in healthcare, but to also invest in the life of our area so it stays a great place to live, work, and raise a family. That's the true spirit of a real community hospital that brings big city medicine to hometown care. Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
The Scioto County Career Technical Center is the region's driving force for re-energizing the economy. The mission of the Scioto County CTC is to provide a superior workforce through personalized training, new technologies, and community partnerships. Through the efforts of the Scioto County CTC's highly qualified staff, students will be presented concepts of the world of work, such as technical abilities, academic skills, and employability skills. To learn more about the Scioto County Career Technical Center and all the programs it offers, log on to sciototech.org. High School Sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Carpenter's Local 437, the Glockner Family of Dealerships, SOMC, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, as well as the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency.
Tri-State, this is what you've been waiting for. Valerie Ford of Waverly is blowing the doors off summer savings with up to $8,000 off MSRP on new Fords. That's right, $8,000 off. Plus, rates as low as 0% APR on select new Ford models. No payments for 90 days. Drive now, pay later. Maintenance on your new Ford? On us. All roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly, and now you know why. Get $8,000 off and 0%. Get there today and drive the deal you've been dreaming about, or go to ValerieFord.com.
Welcome back here to Piketon High School. We are just a few minutes away from kicking week one off between the Piketon Red Streaks and the Northwest Mohawks. Christian Downing along with Dave Stanwood here with you. You're listening to the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. And Dave, we talked about Northwest a little bit. Let's talk about the Red Streaks. They're still coached by they're the complete opposite coaching-wise of Northwest. Northwest has a first-year coach, and Tyler Gullion, the coach for Piketon, is in his 24th season.
God, I can remember when Tyler played. The name Gullion's very familiar with the people in Piketon, and actually should be familiar in Soda County. The father of Tyler was a great football player at Sotaville East back in the 60s. One thing about Piketon, Coach Paul Carver talked about he wants to play power football. Piketon wants to spread the field.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go with 3-4 wide receivers. We're going to see two different games here. We're going to see Northwest try to control the ball, and we're going to try to see Piketon trying to open the field up. So it should be pretty interesting. Actually, kind of looking at Tyler's record, Tyler
season, and our kids made some incredible strides and improvements, whether it be in speed or even with our strength training. So for us to play Ironman football, I think we're ready for the challenge, and our kids are definitely ready for the challenge. So to me, the idea that we've tried to give to our kids in terms of special teams is these are moments that, you know, you can really swing the momentum of a game. And we're going to look to be aggressive in certain moments, but obviously we're going to have some common sense when it comes to special teams. So for us, we're really looking forward to those moments throughout the season or even in a game to where we can make that momentum swing with the athletes that we have. And I think like you alluded to, they're going to have to play special teams, and that's something that they understand, but we're extremely comfortable with because of the sheer amount of athletes that we have and the type of athletes that we have.
Good stuff. Coach, it is so difficult to get a scout going into week number one because your opponent has not truly played a game. Maybe a couple scrimmages, maybe some 7-on-7. Maybe you can look at last year's roster or kind of base some ideals off of what they did last season. But what can you tell us about Hannibal River?
Hannibal River, to us, from what we've been able to gather, is a extremely large football team. And they typically like to lean on that. They're very multiple. They do a lot of different things offensively and defensively. But, you know, it is early on. So at the same time, we might be able to get a better picture early on in the game, week one. But the things that really are glaring for them is just their size and physicality. It looks to me that they lean on that heavily. And again, it's a little bit of a battle between, size and strength versus speed and athleticism for us.
Coach, pleasure talking with you. Look forward to seeing your kids in action. Look forward to visiting with you in person during the Saturday morning sports line at Buffalo Wild Wings in Portsmouth on Saturday, which folks can listen to on Fox Sportsmouth 95.7 FM beginning at 9 o'clock, and wish you well in your first season guiding the Notre Dame Titans.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Appreciate you, buddy. That is Coach Steve Irwin of the Notre Dame Titans, whose Titans will take on Hannibal River tonight at Spartan Municipal Stadium. Stay with us as the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show rolls along on 92.1 FM WIOI.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you, with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home. Call your companies, call your safety services, and call your home medical. Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ.
You no longer have to pay students for good grades. We will. At First State Bank, our student checking account rewards students for making A's and B's. Did parenting just get a little easier? Open our free student checking account for ages 13 to 21. Submit your grade card to get paid. First State Bank, built on belief. Learn more at fsb4me.com. That's fsb4me.com. Member FDIC.
Tri-State This is what you've been waiting for. Valerie Ford of Waverly is blowing the doors off summer savings with up to $8,000 off MSRP on new Fords. That's right, $8,000 off. Plus, rates as low as 0% APR on select new Ford models. No payments for 90 days. Drive now, pay later. Maintenance on your new Ford? On us. All roads lead to Valerie Ford of Waverly, and now you know why. Get $8,000 off and 0%. Get there today and drive the deal you've been dreaming about, or go to ValerieFord.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
SOMC is proud to introduce the redesigned practice of the SOMC Orthopedic Associates. The improvements integrate orthopedic surgery, physical medicine and rehabilitation, and podiatry into a single comprehensive office. These key specialties work together to deliver coordinated, patient-centered care. By streamlining services, SOMC aims to enhance communication among providers. Comprehensive care for a body in motion. Call 740-356-1709 to schedule an appointment.
The Scioto County Career Technical Center is the region's driving force for re-energizing the economy. The mission of the Scioto County CTC is to provide a superior workforce through personalized training, new technologies, and community partnerships. Through the efforts of the Scioto County CTC's highly qualified staff, students will be presented concepts of the world of work, such as technical abilities, academic skills, and employability skills. To learn more about the Scioto County Career Technical Center and all the programs it offers, log on to sciototech.org.
This is Pat Timms, President and CEO of the Southern Ohio Cleanup Company. We wish all the schools good luck for a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we have been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all employees at SoCo, I'd like to wish all teams in the four-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
The Notre Dame Titans are getting set to kick off the Hannibal River Pilots. I'm Jeff Greensplit, along with Kent Robinson. This is the SOMC Sports Motion pregame show. We were fearful of rain looking at the forecast earlier in the week, but it has proven to be an absolutely gorgeous evening here in Southern Ohio. And that leads us to our game time temperature, which is presented by Call's Auto Sales at 16127 US 52 in West Portsmouth. While many car lots are struggling to stock their lots with quality used cars, Call's is blessed to have a great selection and offers financing. Bad credit, no problem. All you need is proof of income and a down payment. If you're looking for a sharp used vehicle, give Call's a call at 740-357-6009. It is presently 79 degrees. It's now time to introduce you to the starting lineups. The starting lineups are a service of Valerie Ford, US 23 in Waverly. Remember that all roads lead to Valerie Ford. Shop online at ValerieFord.com. At quarterback for the Titans will be 6', 140-pound junior Warren Kelly. Archie West is the tailback. He's a 5'10", 175-pound junior. Starting at either wide receiver or fullback, depending on the formation, will be Chris Piccolo. Other wide receivers include Bo Ruttman, Jackson Stombach, Billy Shannon, and Caleb Osier. On the line is Carter Estep, Christian Cantor, Owen Newman, Jay Eichenlob, and Raymond Monovan. On the defensive side, the line will consist of Jay Eichenlob, Christian Cantor, and Owen Newman. The linebackers are Piccolo, Stombach, Billy Shannon, and Eric Montgomery. Osier, Sebastian Newman, Bo Ruttman, and Archie West are in the secondary. Tim Voyers is the kicker, and the punter is Jackson Stombach. They're going to go a couple minutes early, it looks like. Kent, they are ready to kick it off.
Why not? Let's get the season going. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street in Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors at 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor that has everything for all your floor covering needs. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 and visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment. The Titans won the toss, deferred, and will kick away to the Pilots. Here is the approach. Toe to leather. The ball is going to bounce at the 14-yard line and be picked up at the 10. Right up the middle is the ball carrier for Hannibal River, and that is Evan Longwell. The 5'11", 150-pound senior will bring the ball out across the 20-yard line to the 22, and that is where Hannibal River will set up shop. Tonight's officials are presented in honor of Matt Oren and are sponsored by Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, and Little's Excavating, all in the Berg. Mr. Reuter Plumbing prides itself on customer care. Little's Septic Service has been serving the region since 1964 and always strives to stay out of your yard and, if possible, off of your driveway. Restaurant owners know that Little's Grease Trap Removal can get in and out quickly with minimal impact on your business, and Little's Excavating is the only area excavator licensed in aeration design. On the first down play, it's going to be a handoff off right tackle, and pushing the pile forward is Hannibal River, advancing the football to the 28-yard line for a gain of 6 on the first play from scrimmage, and the Pilots are wasting no time going right back to the line of scrimmage. No huddle. They've got a very tight wishbone. This time it's the fullback right up the middle. He's going to have the first down, maintain his balance, fights forward, breaks a couple tackles, and takes the ball all the way out across the 41-yard line for a nice carry on the second play from scrimmage. And boy, that is some power running by Trey Larrick, who is bound for the Naval Academy upon finishing high school, Ken.
That's pretty awesome. It shows how good that young man is. You can go about anywhere in the country, but Navy's getting a good one. They got another nice drive there, too.
Now check out this formation. They've got two backs basically in a fullback / H-back position to the right, and then a deep back to the left, and that deep back, who is Wyatt Stalder, he's going to take the handoff and follow those two lead blockers behind the right guard and tackle. He will advance the football across the 50 into Notre Dame Titan territory inside the 45 to the 44. So an impressive drive so far here in the early stages of the game by Hannibal River in 3 plays. The Pilots have already advanced the football into Titan territory.
River's got the front four is pretty big, Chuck.
Ball on the right hash mark. Quick hitter up the middle. This looks to be Larrick again, the fullback, and he's going to get near the 40-yard line. A couple yards on the pickup. It'll be second down and a long 7, a short 8. I mentioned the officials are presented by Littles and Mr. Reuter, but I didn't get the chance to mention them. The referee is Chad Jenkins. The umpire is Marcus Thompson. Lucas Vermillion is the linesman. Joe Vermillion is the line judge. Brendan Mullins is the back judge, and the center judge is Devin Walls. Ball on the right hash mark for the Pilots, and the give goes to the deepest back. Bouncing it out again is Stalder. He finds the edge and takes the ball to around the 30-yard line before being driven out of bounds. Leading the way for the Titan defense is Chris Piccolo. The 5'11", 180-pound senior is able to knock Stalder out of bounds, but not before Stalder is able to advance the football to the 29-yard line, and that is another first down for Hannibal River. We played just over 2 minutes, 9:58 left on a moving first quarter clock here at Spartan Municipal Stadium in a scoreless game. Stalder again. This time he's going to be hit around the line of scrimmage, but he will spin forward and then lunge forward and still wind up with a positive gain, although that was a pretty nice defensive play once again by Chris Piccolo, who makes the stop. A 4-yard pickup, though, for Hannibal River. That'll bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, right now, Chuck, looks like Stalder is the money man so far in this opening stanza.
Now, this offensive line for Hannibal River, very, very big. All but one of them, 250 pounds or larger. Quick hitter to the fullback again up the middle. This looks to be Larrick, and he will muscle his way down to about the 23, and that's going to bring up third down and a long 2 for Hannibal River, which one can't help but think at this point is in 4-down territory. Cam Abbott is the quarterback for the Pilots. Wyatt Stalder is their speedy back, who's already logged several carries on this opening drive. Trey Larrick, we mentioned, bound for Navy, is the fullback. Wingback is Peyton Weiss, Evan Longwell, Kristen Isley, and Holden Dietrich, some of the skill players, tight ends. Asen McBride and Connor Miller. We'll get to the line here in just a second. Here's a quick hitter up the middle, and nothing there, but Larrick breaks the tackle, tries to get around the right edge, and will not. A nice swarm of defenders there by the Notre Dame Titans as they just kept coming and eventually was able to get the big back down, throwing him for a short loss, and now a big fourth down comes up. That's the first time in this game that a Hannibal River play has not gone for positive yardage, and boy, Kent, wouldn't it be extremely significant and a huge boost of confidence for the Titans if they could come away with a stop here when this drive almost looked inevitably bound for a score.
Notre Dame's front was no question wanting to make that stop. Big play here.
Double tight wishbone. The give goes to the right halfback, looking for some room left side. It's Stalter again. He's got the first down, cuts it back to the right, and he will walk in virtually untouched for a 23-yard touchdown. And with that, striking first are the Hannibal River Pilots. They take a 6-0 lead at the 7:59 mark here at Spartan Municipal Stadium in quarter number 1. An impressive opening drive, and it looked like Notre Dame at least gave itself an opportunity to steal the momentum away, but a big touchdown run on a 4th and 4 play. Good vision by Stalter following those big offensive linemen. Jaden Jones, Wyatt Jones, Cooper Roberts, Dawson Isley, and Tucker Hostutler, the O-line for Hannibal River. On to try the extra point is Carson Jones. The snap is on target, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is no good. The score remains 6-0 in favor of Hannibal River. You're listening to Notre Dame Titans football. Spartan Municipal Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans trail Hannibal River 6-0 with 4:29 remaining in the first quarter. Apologies for the technical difficulties, lost internet service, but I believe we're back now, at least for the time being, and hopefully for the remainder of the night. I'm Chuck Greenslade along with Kent Robinson. Notre Dame had the ball. Kent, what could you see from the Titans out of their first drive?
They were unfortunately 3 and out and had to punt, and now Hannibal's on the move again.
And boy, the Pilots are knocking on the door as they have the ball down in the Quality Heating and Air red zone as we come up on the 4-minute mark here of quarter number 1 with the Titans trailing by a touchdown. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Hannibal River with the ball positioned on the right hash mark right at the 5-yard line. And boy, Kent, this Notre Dame defense really needs to find a way to make a play here and stiffen to not go down by a couple scores so early on.
Kind of spiced it up a little bit. They've had a few screen passes as well.
3 backs in the backfield, and the give goes to the deep back. This is Stolder, and he will follow his lead blockers down to the goal line and in for a 5-yard touchdown run. And with that, it is 12-0. The Hannibal River Pilots have stretched the lead to a couple of scores. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see this with your own eyes. But for those of you in radio world, the Notre Dame Titans are wearing their traditional Navy uniforms with white numerals trimmed in blue. The University of Notre Dame light gold helmets and gold pants, while Hannibal River is wearing white road jerseys with red numerals trimmed in black, gray helmets, gray pants, and the Pilots will go for 2. They've got 5 wide split to the right side of the formation. The quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws, pass caught over next to the pylon, and it is caught. The 2-point conversion is good, and that makes it 14-0. Interesting play there. It was Cam Abbott, the quarterback, the sophomore, connecting with, I believe, was that Carson Jones?
as well as the Barrett Murphin Insurance Agency.
Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical.
This evening's contest between the Notre Dame Titans and Hannibal River is being presented in part by Mako Finish Products, as well as the Notre Dame Athletic Boosters, with a special thanks to Barrett Murphy Insurance, Rutland Realty, Larry Moore Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Spradlin, and Allstate Insurance, Toro Loco, the Mexicali Restaurant, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers and Buffalo Wild Wings, Glockner's, Ridge TV and Home Center, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, as well as Hoover Housing Solutions. I'm Chuck Greenslade along with Kent Robinson. Both teams took to the field getting ready to begin the second period, and then they realized they had to flip-flop places. They're going opposite directions now, and Notre Dame's going to go for it on 4th and 5 here to begin the second period, down by a couple touchdowns. Big play call, 4 wide, out of the gun. Kelly's going to fire for Piccolo, left side, and passes in and out of his hands, incomplete. Oh, man, that was a very, very near connection for Notre Dame, and had Piccolo been able to have hauled it in, that would have been a house call, no doubt.
That had 6 written all over it.
Boy, for a moment, it looked like Evan Longwell of Hannibal River was going to field that one like a center fielder and come away with an interception, but I'm not for sure if he lost it in the sun, misplayed it, but all of a sudden what looked like a sure pick for a brief second looked like a for sure touchdown, but when it's all said and done with, it's a turnover on downs by Notre Dame, and Hannibal River, up by 14, will take over possession with really good starting field position.
With that play being said, I mean, they're almost at the 50-yard line.
Late entry by Jay Eichenlob. He'll just get into the game and get crouched down in his defensive tackle spot before the ball is snapped. The give goes straight ahead up the middle for a gain of 2 as Hannibal River is able to grind the ball across the midfield stripe into Titan territory to the 49-yard line. Second down and a short 8 coming up for Hannibal River. A 5-5 team a year ago taking on a Notre Dame Titans ball club that went 8-3 last season, but did graduate 9 seniors and some key players at that, including Luke Castey, who generated nearly 2,000 yards of offense. Here's a young man generating serious offense tonight for the Pilots. It is Wyatt Stalder, and he is going to race down the far sideline and into the end zone for a 49-yard touchdown. Boy, nice little stutter step there around the 30-yard line, Kent, and then after letting his blockers get in position, he reached down and grabbed another gear and scampered down the far sideline for 6 more, and it is 20-0 Pilots.
Well, he's just got speed. I mean, he showed it when he's been in the middle of the football field. As soon as he broke that last tackle right before the 30-yard line, unfortunately the Titans D couldn't come up and get him.
The ability to gear down and then quickly get back to full speed so fast, certainly making that run look like highlight material. On to try the point after is Carson Jones. Missed his first one. This one is up, and this time he splits the uprights. That makes it 21-0 in favor of Hannibal River with 11:09 left to play in the first half. You're listening to high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck.
The Dry Run Church of Christ at 22336 State Route 73 in West Portsmouth salutes all local high school athletes and wishes the best to players, coaches, fans, officials, and all involved. The Dry Run Church of Christ encourages sportsmanship among all competitors. It is with that same grace that you are cordially invited to attend the Dry Run Church of Christ with services beginning every Sunday at 10:15 a.m. Follow Dry Run Church of Christ on Facebook. the Dry Run Church of Christ, an exciting place to call home.
21-0. Hannibal River now leads Notre Dame at Spartan Municipal Stadium with 11:09 left to play in the second period. Chuck Greenslade, Kent Robinson, glad you're tuned in to this opening night of high school football in Scioto County. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded by Montgomery at the 24-yard line over on the right hash mark. He'll head straight up the field and motor his way out across the 30. A little bit beyond the 35-yard line, and they're going to spot him around the 37. About a dozen yards on that run back, and that is the best thing you can do with a shallow kickoff like that is field it, get upfield as quickly as you possibly can, get two arms on the ball, and hold on. Pretty good starting field position for the Titans to begin this drive. It'll be their third of the game. They're looking for their second first down, but more importantly now trailing by 21 points, staring at a three-touchdown deficit.
A lot of time in the game, a lot of time here in the quarter, Chuck, but Notre Dame needs a touchdown on this possession.
I think more so than that, Kent, or maybe the better way to phrase that is in addition to needing points, Notre Dame needs to take its good old sweet time doing it. They've got to sustain a time-consuming drive to keep this really good Hannibal River running attack on the sideline.
We know one guy used to say in Greenham County, counting them out and take care of the ball. It'll get you there.
Yep.
You do not want to turn it over against this River Ball Club.
Ball on the right hash mark, I formation with two receivers split wide to the left. Warren Kelly fakes the quick pitch, now rolls to his left. The lefty's going to fire near sideline, and a beautiful catch around the 42-yard line. Did he hold on to it and get feet in? He sure did. On the receiving end of that pass from Warren Kelly is Sebastian Newman. He's a 5'9", 120-pound sophomore. That was a beautiful play, going for a gain of 5. Kent, let's go ahead and take a look at Hannibal River's most recent scoring drive. It's the service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery with offices in Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. Give her a call at 740-574-9902 for all your real estate needs, or log on to realestategallery.com.
Well, it would be the 6-foot senior Wyatt Stalter going left side, almost 45 yards to put it in at the 11:09 mark, and Carson Jones automatic with the PAT. It's 21-0.
High snap out of the gun. Kelly brings it down and delivers a beautiful pass to Jackson Stombach. He can't bring it in. It's incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 5. That was a shotgun with two receivers to the right and a running back
I like that
to the
call,
side.
though.
It really, really was. And, man, what a wonderful throw by Warren Kelly, the 6', 140-pound junior signal caller, making his first start at QB for Coach Stephen Irwin's Titans.
I think he's done quite well. I don't think he's had any nerves. You know, he's played in certain games where Notre Dame's last year had it in the book, but he was right spot on. He just couldn't come up with it, the receiver.
Notre Dame breaks the huddle and comes to the line. A wing and a receiver to the right. Two receivers to the short side of the field, which is the left. Motioning is Archie West. In the shotgun is Kelly. He's going to give to West on the jet sweep. Hitting the backfield. Gets away from one tackler, but not the second. Messing that all up initially was Asen McBride, the 6'2", 210-pound senior. And then coming in to clean it up was Cam Abbott, a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. Nice play and a loss of close to 10 yards on that. West with just nowhere to go. On those jet sweeps, you want to try to get to the edge, or if an opportunity presents itself and a lane opens up, cut up field as quickly as you can. Neither able to occur on that play for the Titans, who are now in punt formation on 4th and long.
And linebacker did a good job coming up, and you look where the receivers are. They're standing about the 35, 40-yard line. Special teams want to get down there and make a play. Not a good punt either.
Very, very high, wobbly. Coming up to make the fair catch at the 47-yard line is Abbott, who made the really nice defensive play on the down before, or at least played a role in it. And after the shallow kick, it'll be a relatively short field for Hannibal River, as the Pilots, who are already up 21-0, will take over possession 52 yards away from pay dirt with the ball spotted at their own 48-yard line. 10:01 left to play in the first half. Well, we heard that Hannibal River had size, and as we had talked...
Look how big the front is.
All but one, 250 pounds plus. One in excess of 300 pounds.
You cannot let River score right here.
And, boy, when you have a big offensive line like that with a speedy back
they got
behind
3
them.
trips to the left.
This is kind of a break from the norm
Now
for this
one
run-oriented
break.
team.
Yep.
And that is Stalter making his way in motion to the right. The give is going to go up the middle to Larrick, and Larrick cuts back to the left and grinds the ball down inside of the 45-yard line of Notre Dame to set up 2nd down and a short 3. Nice little cutback there by the short 3. Nice little cutback there by the Navy-bound fullback. He'll fit in good there, won't he?
He's got very good size. Congratulations to him.
That's awesome.
Could have went anywhere probably. He probably got a boatload of offers. And Navy's a good school. David Robinson would be proud.
That he would. Trips to the left. Throw. Nice throw and catch. Making the reception is Creston Isley, the 6', 165-pound junior. I don't know what impressed me more on that play, the throw or the catch. The throw was right on target. It had some zip on it.
He'll move the chains.
He was kind of off balance when he threw that, too. But, boy, you sure couldn't tell it by the velocity on the football.
I thought Caleb had pretty good coverage. That was just a good catch.
Good throw. Tight window. 1st and 10 for the Pilots at the 25-yard line. Abbott rolling to his right. Pass is caught by Longwell. Longwell cuts back inside the 20, and with that, Hannibal River has advanced the football into the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Quality Heating and Air can be found on Route 52 in Sugar Grove, where they proudly offer Ream products. So glad to have Phil Rideout and company at Quality Heating and Air back with us for another exciting season of high school football across the Total Media Group of Portsmouth stations. That includes 92.1 FM WIOI, Mix 99.3, Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, and Fox Sportsmouth 95.7 FM. Shotgun once again for Hannibal River. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and the little cutback counter as Larrick takes a handoff, has the first down inside the 10, the 5, and there's 6 more for Hannibal River. That makes it 27-0. An 18-yard TD run for Larrick and the Pilots. Now with the PAT to come. I can give you that scoring recap for all intents and purposes, Kenter. That was a 52-yard touchdown drive.
Yep.
That recap, a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery with offices in both Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all of your real estate needs, phone 740-574-9902. And be sure and check out Nancy's website at realestategallery.com. On to try the point after is Carson Jones. 1 for 2 on PATs on this evening. Larrick will hold, awaiting the snap. The spot is down, the kick is up, it's on its way, and it is wide to the left. No good. So the score will stay at 27-0 Hannibal River as the Pilots lead the Notre Dame Titans with 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this first half of play at Spartan Stadium. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Serving our region since 1986, Harris Floor Covering at 610 9th Street in Portsmouth has built a reputation for reliable service, expert flooring advice, and quality installation. Harris Floor Covering has a wide selection of the highest quality products, including carpeting, ceramic, porcelain, laminate, waterproof flooring, wood flooring, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959. And don't forget that right beside of Harris Floor Covering, you'll find Harris Outdoors at 616 9th Street, where they have firearms and hunting equipment.
The Notre Dame Titans are on the trailing end of a 27-0 score to the Hannibal River Pilots. Hannibal River, about a 2-hour and 15-minute drive from Portsmouth. Saw a chartered bus out in the parking lot.
It's a nice
so
bus.
They did ride in style, didn't they?
Yeah, I came in a Kia Sorrento.
You didn't drive 2 hours and 15 minutes, though.
Well,
that's still a long haul.
Somehow I ended up over at the sand pit. So much for GPS, huh?
Here is another pooch kickoff fielded by Montgomery of Notre Dame. He took it around the 25-yard line and advances the ball out across the 30 to around the 35-yard line.
They need something positive here, Chucky G.
They most certainly
Something
do.
needs to happen.
27-0.
You're getting a long time to go, but it's 27-0. And nothing against the Titan defense. But I think you'll agree with me. Rivers kind of doing their own thing right now, putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, some good backs on this Hannibal River roster, most notably Wyatt Stalder and Trey Larrick. They have both been playing very well. Cam Abbott, the quarterback, has looked very good. Nice catches by Evan Longwell and Creston Isley. And Notre Dame's had a couple opportunities, a couple drops that could have been really big difference makers. And remember that the very first Hannibal River touchdown was scored on a 4th and 5 play. So, a break or two here or there, or a little different outcome on just one or two plays, and the score could be a little bit closer. But for the most part, it's been all Pilots so far in this first half. Here's a nice play by Notre Dame.
Fowler.
He makes a reception on a little hitch route over on the right side, turns around and takes the ball out to near the midfield stripe. That's going to go for a gain of 9 on the play. Keegan Fowler is a 6'1", 170-pound junior. And another very nice throw by sophomore QB Warren Kelly of Notre Dame.
Keegan, one of the many basketball players on this team as well. He can shoot the triple. Oh, Lord, they all could.
Boy, Notre Dame quickly raced out of the huddle there and gets in an I formation to give up the middle to Archie West, trying to motor his way for the first down, and he does. That was a great individual effort by Archie West because he was stacked up shy of the sticks, but he kept his legs driving, and he gets to the yardage to gain with a yard to boot. And that right there is a young man with some very, very strong legs. Evidently, he's gotten in the weight room, and he has worked those squats and those power cleans quite a bit because that was a good job. He was stopped dead to rights at the 44-yard line and managed to lunge forward and get out to the 46.
Roster says 175. I'm going to add a little bit more to that. Nice job.
There's a young man who can shoot the three to bring that. I think he had a big game-winning three-point shot against the Green Bobcats last winter.
Sure did. I think I was there.
Or not on the gridiron, on the basketball court. Yeah. Here's West now showing the hands as he makes a reception over the middle, deep into Hannibal River territory. West makes the catch inside the 30-yard line, takes the ball down inside of the 25. First down, Titans, and that is the biggest play in terms of yardage gain from scrimmage thus far in this first half for Coach Stephen Irwin's Notre Dame Titans. What a good throw once again by Warren Kelly, and two big plays in back-to-back downs by Archie West.
Now, that'll get you down the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Notre Dame's going to spread the field here and go 4 wide with 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Kelly with West to his right. Going to set up a screen to Archie West. He catches the ball about 4 yards deep in the backfield, cuts back, races toward the center of the field, inside the 15, inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Notre Dame. So 3 consecutive plays where Archie West has wound up with the football, a run and 2 pass receptions, and those 2 receptions couldn't have been in a more different type of way as he caught a deep route over the middle to get the Titans down here, and then a beautiful run after catch after making the reception of the screen pass about 4 yards deep in the backfield and then looping around to get past some Pilot defenders and set the Titans up 1st and goal at the 7. So the ball shading the right hash mark, but more in the middle of the field. Fowler's going to line up wide to the right. There's a receiver to the left. That is Sebastian Newman. I formation. Pitch to Montgomery. Nothing there. Hit in the backfield. Tried to break the first tackle, but the Pilot defenders are able to hold on, the initial ones, and then eventually help did arrive. And Montgomery's going to be dropped in the backfield. Looks like they're going to spot him back at the 11-yard line, and that's a loss of about 4, almost 5 on the play, and it will be 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, 4 white jerseys was on him before he knew it.
Looked like he was thinking about trying to cut that back, and he just momentarily stopped trying to decide on whether to run to the right or to the left or to go straight ahead. And hindsight's always 20/20, Kenner, but he would have been better off just to have kept the legs pumping and tried to have gotten to the outside and gotten what he could.
That stutter step cost him.
Yep. And he's been so good on kickoff returns here over the last couple kickoffs by Hannibal River, catching those shallow kickoffs around the 25 and getting upfield so quickly. But things didn't work out too well that last play. A wing and a receiver to the left. Kelly rolling that way, firing back across the body, incomplete. That can be a dangerous throw when you're rolling to your left and you fire back toward the middle of the field. Ruttman, the intended recipient of that pass, and he had a defender draped all over him like a cape that got there just about the same time the ball did.
Yeah, Dietrich, the defensive back senior on the coverage. 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 11, down 27-0 is Notre Dame. 4:46 left to play in the first half here at Spartan Municipal Stadium, where the majority of the field is now being shadowed by the home stands in the press box. The Hannibal River players and coaches on the sideline soaking up a little sun, but that will soon change as the shadows continue to creep that direction. On 3rd and goal, Kelly rolling to his left, lofting, end zone, pass, caught, touchdown Notre Dame! Good throw and a beautiful catch by Keegan Fowler as the 6'1", 170-pound junior climbs the ladder, makes the reception, and Notre Dame is on the scoreboard for the first time in the Coach Stephen Irwin era. That score occurs at the 4:38 mark of the second period and covers 11 yards. And now Notre Dame will try the point after. On to try and boot it through is Cam Voyers. He is a 6'2", 210-pound junior. Kelly will hold. The snap is on target. The spot is down. The kick is up, and it is no good. Score remains 27-6. It is Hannibal River up by 21, but Notre Dame has busted that goose egg, and that's step number one when you're trying to rally from 4 touchdowns behind. Now, the deficit is 3 TDs. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service.
Midford Telephone and TV.
The local choice, the best choice.
Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Midford Telephone and TV.
The local choice, the best choice.
27-6, Notre Dame trailing Hannibal River by 21 points, but the Titans just scoring moments ago, and we'll see if that helps build some momentum. Here's the kickoff, fielded by a retreating Evan Longwell, who made the over-the-shoulder catch while retreating toward his end zone back inside the 10-yard line. He finds the edge and races down the near sideline and is going to have himself a dandy return of about 41 yards as he brings the ball all the way out across the 40, across the 45-yard line before being bumped out of bounds at the 48. And boy, the way he fielded that kickoff, Ken, I thought this could be a real positive for Notre Dame, but Longwell, one of the many speedy skill players on this Hannibal River roster, he was able to turn that into quite the return.
Yeah, usually when you got speedsters, they want to try to find the sidelines, and that's what they've done. That's what Lyric did a while ago on that 18-yard run score as well.
Boy, speed is a wonderful thing. It truly is. Strength is great too, but boy, when you have speed, you can do a lot of things. If you can't catch somebody to hit them, the strength isn't that influential, we'll say. But when you get speed and strength together, then you really have something special. We have a penalty, and Ken, is this the first time we've seen Laundry tonight?
That's our second one.
Just the second penalty. That first time must have occurred when I was fighting computers and hotspots and everything else.
Both of them's been on River.
Yeah, but boy, it's been a very clean game, and you know that's a positive that Coach Stephen Irwin can certainly build upon, even though his Titans trail 27-6 to have played this entire game to this point without a penalty or a turnover.
You know, in the first game, that's pretty good.
It really is. Here's the delayed handoff to Stalder, and he is chopped down in the backfield. Really nice defensive play by Notre Dame's Owen Newman. The 5'11", 195-pound junior is able to get Wyatt Stalder down for a loss of a couple yards, and now it's going to be second and about 16 for Hannibal River. And we have not seen the Pilots play from behind the chains too often here in this first half.
And sometimes when you're on defense, you look at the scoreboard, it's like, hey, okay, we got a number up there. You know, it kind of helps your mental thinking on
absolutely.
Defense. Like, we can score now. Let's try to stop them.
Clock rolling inside of 4 minutes to play in the first half. Trips to the left side. Here's Abbott, the quarterback, out of the gun, rolling to his left. Pass caught by Longwell, and he's going to be brought down just a few yards shy of the first down. He nearly squirted away from the Notre Dame secondary to pick up the first down, but shoving him down is Caleb Ozier, the 5'9", 155-pound senior over there on the far sideline, but a nice gain of about 14 yards, and it's 3rd down and 2. Longwell had the big kickoff return to get this drive started for Hannibal River. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Abbott rolling to the right side. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Creston Isley, and Archie West on the coverage was able to dive in front of him, and West might have gotten a hand on that. Can't quite was unable to tell from my vantage point, but a good job by West diving in front of the receiver and not picking up a defensive pass interference on that play.
And a big 4th and 2 right now for the Titan defense.
Yeah, buddy. Hannibal River going to go for it. The Pilots, if memory serves me right, 1 for 1 on 4th down tries in this game, and that other attempt went for a touchdown on 4th and 5. Here's the give to Stalder, and he's going to have it. First down, left side, takes the ball out of bounds, and with that, Stalder and the Pilots move the sticks. 3:06 left to play in this first half. 27-6 is the score. Kent, let's check the Notre Dame touchdown from moments ago. The scoring recap of the Titans is presented by Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery with offices in Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. Give her a call for all of your real estate needs, 740-574-9902, or log on to realestategallery.com.
11-yard play, 4 minutes, 38 seconds. Here in the second quarter, Keegan Fowler catches it from his QB, runs it in for 11 yards, and it's 27-6 River, and I believe we got a timeout.
That we do. We'll take one as well. You're listening to High School Football on WIOI. Cole's Auto Sales in West Portsmouth always offers a great selection of vehicles. But now, Cole's has the same exact type of financing as offered by new car dealers, which is absolutely unheard of for an independent dealer. Cole's works with 20 different lenders to ensure you get approved with the best possible rate, no matter whether you have prime or subprime credit. Visit Cole's Auto Sales at 16127 US 52 in West Portsmouth, or give Cole's a call at 740-357-6009.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
It is a busy night on this opening night of high school football to kick off the 2026 season. Northwest is playing at Piketon this evening on a contest that can be heard live on Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze. The Ironton Fighting Tigers are on the road this evening, opening their season at Williamsburg in a game that can be heard on Star 106.1 FM WIRO. Motioning to the near side is Stalder. 3 wide, right side pass. Longwell, nobody around him. Makes the catch inside the 30, bobs and weaves his way inside of the 25 and down inside the 20. Back into the quality heating and air red zone are the Hannibal River Pilots. Another nice throw by Abbott. And another nice catch by Evan Longwell with a good run after the reception. To the 17-yard line, that's a 21-yard pickup. Trips to the left side. Longwell to the right. Stalder motions to the left. Abbott out of the gun, takes a snap, rolls left, swings a pass out to Stalder, makes a reception, and fights his way down to the 15. Nice defensive stop over there by Christian Cantor, the 5'11", 220-pound junior for the Notre Dame Titans. And with that, it looks like we have another timeout taken. This one by the Notre Dame defense. Looks like Coach Stephen Irwin is going to try to maybe give his Titans offense an opportunity to get the ball back. 27-6 is the score with 2:32 remaining in the first half of play. Hannibal River on top at Notre Dame. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Let On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth provide you with a positive, comfortable environment where you can experience state-of-the-art beautifying techniques, which enable you to look and feel your absolute best. With 18 years of experience, numerous skin services, body contouring, and massage packages, On the Esplanade can assist you with your physical and emotional well-being. Look natural, not fake. It's affordable and you're worth it. And On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa at 813 Gallia Street in Portsmouth wants to help. Call today.
When you're looking for the answer, hey, where are we going to eat lunch today? There's no question that Penn Station East Coast Subs is what you're looking for when you want fresh. They wrote the recipe for taste, quality, generous portions, and there's absolutely nothing quite like the Philly cheesesteak, the club, the Reuben chicken teriyaki, or the Italian. Penn Station invites you in for lunch, dinner, or anytime after the game or movie. It's all about good taste with great service and friendly smiles. When you need a quality and healthy taste fix, it's Penn Station East Coast Subs. They're your first stop on the left under the viaduct. Where at Penn Station, it's all about good taste.
On second down from the 15-yard line, play resumes, and Hannibal River quarterback Cam Abbott connects with Evan Longwell on the right side, and he makes the catch around the 5 and is able to avoid a would-be Notre Dame tackler, stay in bounds, and take it to the house for another Pilot touchdown. That makes it 33-6 with 2:26 remaining in the first half of play at Spartan Municipal Stadium. We invite you to stick with us at halftime for the My Own Bible app halftime report presented by Calvary Baptist Church. Kent will hook us up with a look at the first half stats, and we'll check some scores from other games around the area. Going for two is Hannibal River. The give goes out of the wishbone to the left halfback, and he muscles his way to the goal line, and the two-point conversion try is successful. That's Peyton Weiss, the 6'2", 185-pound senior, and that makes it 35-6 in favor of the Pilots. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
At Southern Ohio Medical Center, there are over 3,000 of us dedicated to keeping our neighbors healthy and our community strong. Every day, we commit ourselves to not only providing the finest in healthcare, but to also invest in the life of our area, so it stays a great place to live, work, and raise a family. That's the true spirit of a real community hospital that brings big city medicine to hometown care. Southern Ohio Medical Center. Very good things are happening here.
High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Carpenters Local 437, the Glockner Family of Dealerships, SOMC, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH benefits partner, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, as well as the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency.
Kicking the ball away to Archie West is Hannibal River, and West breaks a tackle and takes off down the far sideline, squirting his way through defenders across the midfield stripe, inside the 40-yard line and down in the neighborhood of the 35 of Hannibal River, depending on the final spot. Carson Jones, the 5'10", 165-pound senior kicker, booted the ball away, and Archie West, the junior running back who has made some big plays offensively for the Titans here in this second quarter, a few big catches and a big 2-yard run to give Notre Dame a first down on the scoring drive the last time the Titan offense was on the field. A nice kickoff return here as he fielded this ball around his own 25, 30-yard line and sets Notre Dame up with really good starting field position, still with a couple timeouts left in this first half and 2:16 to work with. Here's Kelly, the sophomore quarterback, over the middle, incomplete, intended for Piccolo, and a near interception by Evan Longwell. And boy, if that would have been hauled in, Kent, that could have been a pick six the other direction.
It could have been. He had plenty of turf in front of him. You know, we've talked about River's speed. How about Archie West on that run back?
That was nice. And the strength to break the tackles en route to the 36-yard line. Second down and 10 coming up for the Titans. Let's check that scoring drive moments ago by Hannibal River. Kent, it's a service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. Give her a call, 740-574-9902, online at realestategallery.com.
Cam Abbott to Evan Longwell makes it 33-6. 2:26 to go in the game. Two-point conversion was good, so it's now 35-6, and we got a pick off.
We do. He dropped the last one, but not this time. It's Longwell getting an interception. It was a pistol formation by Notre Dame and a little play action by quarterback Warren Kelly, and then the lefty looked over the middle, and Evan Longwell read that pass perfectly, and the 5'11", 150-pound senior creates the turnover and what appeared to be a promising drive for Notre Dame with a couple timeouts and good field position and still plenty of time left on the clock is now going to result in Hannibal River getting possession back. And Longwell, it looks like he must have stepped out of bounds, Ken, around the 49-yard line. So that's where this pilot drive will begin, 51 yards away from pay dirt with still 2:03 left to play in the first half.
Longwell, two big plays on D.
Yeah, Hannibal River has a few timeouts left as well. Wishbone formation, very tight splits. We have seen a lot of versatility formation-wise out of this Hannibal River offense. We've seen them go spread and four wide, and then running formations such as this one, and both have had success. Look at this. Stalder picking his way from the right halfback position. He takes the handoff and just waits for those blocks to get established, and then followed his blockers into Notre Dame territory and takes the ball all the way to the 38-yard line for a 13-yard pickup. You know, back in the day when I was younger, I used to think power I, T formations, and wishbones were just boring.
Yeah.
But, you know, anymore, I have really earned an appreciation for them.
Well, what he's done, Wyatt Stoddard, is he's a patient runner. He waits for his blockers basically to get in front of him, then he just takes off.
Yeah. I think as fans of football in generally, especially with the higher levels, college and pro, we like to see the long ball. We like to see the quarterbacks throw it 40 yards downfield and those receivers go up and make those tremendous athletic catches. But, you know, when you see these power run formations, such as a wishbone double tight, and you're seeing a back like Stalder, as you said, Kenter, wait for those blocks to set up, man, that's a thing of beauty as well. Different type of football, but very, very cool nevertheless, and effective if done right.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a penalty on Hannibal River, third on the Pilots in this game. Looks like a false start. 5-yarder, that'll make it 1st and 15, taking the ball back to the 43-yard line, and we've got a timeout taken by Hannibal River. We'll just keep things here to remind you that we've got a big night of football tomorrow across the Total Media group of Portsmouth stations. Here on 92.1 FM WIOI, I will be heading to Proctorville with my buddy Matt Payton, who was here a little while ago, actually.
Didn't bring us anything to
Not a
drink
thing,
either.
not a hot dog, not a Diet Mountain Dew, nothing, but that's okay. We still love him.
We do.
I'll hang out with him tomorrow in Proctorville, where the West Senators will take on the Fairland Dragons. Again, that can be heard right here on 92.1 FM WIOI. Tomorrow on Mix 99.3, what a great atmosphere it's going to be at Ed Miller Pirate Stadium.
That'll be get there early.
The Berg will host the Portsmouth Trojans. That's on Mix 99.3. And tomorrow evening on Fox Sportsmouth 95.7 FM, you'll be able to hear the Valley Indians entertain the Paint Valley Bearcats. In addition to that game being on radio, that contest from Lucasville will be video streamed by Total Media Sports on YouTube, just as our game here tonight is being done.
Up in the upper tier, doing a great job.
Shotgun formation, Abbott rolling to his right, looking under duress, and he's going to be hit and sacked back around the 45-yard line. Making the stop for Notre Dame is Jackson Stombach, the 6'1", 200-pound junior. Comes away with the sack, a loss of a couple on the play, and looks like a timeout has been taken. And this is going to be a TO taken by Notre Dame. So Coach Stephen Irwin, again, hoping to get the ball back to his offense as Hannibal River is going to be faced with 2nd down and 17. Let's take a TO ourselves. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Why does a church exist? This is Pastor Ryan Brown for the Calvary Baptist Church, and I'd like to reveal to you that our church exists to bring people to Jesus Christ, to tell them of a Savior who loves them and gave His life for them on the cross at Calvary, conquered death, rose up from the grave, and made salvation possible for every person. If you have questions about this person named Jesus Christ, come see us. Visit becausefcalvary.com and be our guest at Calvary Baptist Church.
Spartan Municipal Stadium, completely covered in shade. I'm Chuck Greenslate, along with Kent Robinson. And all of a sudden we have a delayed echo. There we go. Maybe, sort of. Anyway, 2nd down and 17 for Hannibal River. And the Pilots are going to go conservative and give to Larrick right up the middle. Gain of 2 on the play to bring up 3rd down and 15. So the ball on the right hash mark. No timeouts burned after this down. 3rd and long for the Pilots. Abbott takes a snap. Rolls to his left, now back to his right. He'll pull it down. He'll run and get what he can. And he's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line. But unfortunately for Notre Dame, it looks like it's going to be a face mask on Eric Montgomery.
First penalty of the night on the Titans.
It has been such a clean game.
That's going to be a big penalty too, Chuck.
Yeah, it is. Instead of 4th and long and an opportunity to get the ball back, this might provide Hannibal River with the 1st down. It is a personal foul face mask, so that should be a fresh set of 4. So the officials will walk it off. And when the ball is finally placed down, it will be spotted just 2.5 yards shy of the Quality Heating and Air Red Zone. Quality Heating and Air can be found on Route 52 in Sugar Grove, where they proudly offer Ream products. Not quite there yet are the Pilots, but they have it 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line going in. Abbott is in the gun with 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver, Wyatt Stalder to the right, and Larrick is in the backfield alongside Abbott, who takes the snap, rolls to his left, fires, pass, caught over on the far sideline, and that's going to be a first down reception. And let's see who it was over there making the catch. I believe that was Longwell again. Yep, 5'11", 150-pound senior.
Abbott just being patient. Longwell caught it and just ran out of bounds, which was smart because you got a minute to go, and that stops the clock, obviously.
Ball on the left hash mark. Stalder is going to line up to the left this go-around. Trips to the right. The receivers flip. The whole formation flipped. And now Abbott will take the snap, roll to his right, fires over the middle, and that pass is nearly picked off by Archie West. He had a good beat on that ball, and he just about had the INT. That was a nice idea by Abbott, and he just about threaded the needle and got the ball to his intended receiver, Connor Miller, but Archie West at the last moment had a great break on the football and nearly forced the turnover.
Well, that's not a bad really play. I mean, you're still looking at 2nd down.
Second down
one of
and
them,
10.
just go for it and see what happens.
The Pilots from Hannibal River leading at Notre Dame 35-6. 3 receivers once again to the right side of the formation for Hannibal River. A receiver to the left, Stalder. Larrick in the backfield with Abbott. Abbott firing Stalder's way, and that pass over in the far corner is incomplete. With the defense is Caleb Ozier, the 5'9", 155-pound junior, getting a piece of the ball to help with the breakup, and it is now 3rd down and 10. That incompletion stopping the clock with 48.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, we remind you to stick around at halftime for the My Own Bible App halftime report presented by Calvary Baptist Church of Portsmouth. Boy, a lot of work being done around Spartan Municipal Stadium with the Riverfront project taking place here in Portsmouth.
Well, I think they finally called it a day.
They were working
a lot of machinery
like
over there.
Yeah. Looked like ants over there on the floodwall levee when we first got here a few hours ago. The new Shawnee State softball field near the stadium looks beautiful. 3rd down and 10 out of the gun, firing for the back pylon, incomplete. A flag did go flying right at the start of the play.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Connor Miller pushed off.
Miller was trying to use that height. He is 6'5". It's an illegal formation on Hannibal River, and that penalty is declined by Notre Dame. So it will be 4th down and 10 at the 11.
One more shot.
Let's see if Notre Dame can hold. Even though the Titans, Kent, are trailing by 29 points, this would be a big emotional lift to keep Hannibal River out of the end zone, and it would also prevent a running clock to start the second half. 4th and 10, ball on the left hash mark. Abbott out of the shotgun, firing over the middle. This pass is picked off by Piccolo. He makes the interception right around the 2-yard line and races back across the 10 and is finally brought down head over heels at the 13-yard line. So Notre Dame dodges a bullet here late in the first half, and the Titan offense will take to the field with 35.4 seconds left before these teams retire to the respective locker rooms. Now let's see how first-year coach Stephen Irwin decides to play this. Will he just try to get to the locker room and to the half, or does he let it all hang out here in the waiting moments?
You also you've burned all your timeouts too. So if it stays on the ground, play whatever, it's still going to run. You can't stop it.
Only way the clock will stop is if it's a first down and the clock stops for the chains to be moved, or if a Notre Dame ball carrier gets out of bounds, or of course if it's an incomplete pass. So the ball will be put down on the right hash mark. It's spotted at the 12. Shotgun formation with Montgomery to the left of Kelly. 3 receivers to the left. Pass, and this one nearly picked off and then nearly caught by Archie West. Originally, it looked for a moment like Creston Isley, the 6'1", 165-pound junior defensive back, from Hannibal River was going to have the interception, and then after the ball bounced out of his arms, it appeared for a brief moment as if Archie West was going to catch it off the ricochet. Neither able to bring it in. The ball does fall harmlessly incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10 with 31.1 ticks of the clock remaining here in the second period. Boy, this ball here in the first half has been a hot potato from time to time.
Several close interceptions both ways.
4 wide pistol formation. Montgomery behind Kelly, who takes the snap, fires far side, incomplete. Ruttman was the closest receiver, but the ball was well over his head. And now Notre Dame is in jeopardy of giving the ball back to Hannibal River, and that's not what the Titans want to do.
No, not where the ball's located.
Faced with 3rd down and 10 with 25.8 seconds left.
You need to move it. It's at the 13. You got to get out of there.
This has got a draw, perhaps, or a screen written all over it. Hannibal River has a couple timeouts left. So even if the Titans do keep the ball on the ground, the Pilots can stop the clock. Pistol formation again. The ball's on the ground, and Montgomery is going to recover it back at the 6-yard line, but that could have been extremely dangerous.
That's going to do it.
Yep. Hannibal River is not going to burn one of its final 2 timeouts, it does not appear. Or will they?
Yeah, they are.
Yep. Boy, they let a lot of time elapse, though, before they finally decided to take that TO.
He's going to try to do. That's interesting.
Well, now it's 4th down and about 18, and definitely a punting situation for Notre Dame. With the ball at the 6, the Titans will be punting out of their own end zone. So you would think Hannibal River would probably go for a block here. They might try and set up a return. They definitely have some speedy players like Evan Longwell and Wyatt Stalder who are capable of having a big return. But if they opt to not go for the block and try to set up the return, you're basically putting yourself in a situation where it's score on that punt return or go to the locker room. But they let about 10 seconds elapse there that is a bit of a head-scratcher. If they would have called that timeout right after Montgomery had fallen upon that loose ball and recovered the fumble, then they could have gotten the ball back on a punt return and maybe had a couple plays. Week 1 for everybody, ourselves included. We'll all get better as the season progresses. 2 return men back. One is Cam Abbott, the quarterback. We've seen his athleticism, and the other is Wyatt Stalder. We've definitely seen his. Punting from out of his own end zone is Notre Dame's Cam Boyers. No rush. And this ball is misplayed, fumbled, and recovered by Notre Dame with 1.5 seconds remaining. And I believe that was Sebastian Newman who was able to recover the muffed punt return. So the Notre Dame offense will take the final snap of this first half. And it will be done at the 28-yard line. So a bomb, some laterals, hook and lateral. If there's a trick play in Coach Stephen Irwin's playbook, it probably comes out here, one would think. Split out wide to the left while everybody else huddles. For Notre Dame is Keegan Fowler, the 6'1", 170-pound junior. He scored Notre Dame's lone touchdown so far in the game. I formation under center, quick pitch to Archie West, right side, short side of the field, and he's going to be upended at the 31-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring the first half to a close. 35-6, Hannibal River leads the Notre Dame Titans. Stay with us. Halftime coverage coming your way next. You're listening to High School Football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Halls, Napa, and Wietersburg wishes the best to all local teams and proudly commends the hard work put forth by our local high school athletes. Halls Napa is Scioto County's oldest running, family-owned Napa Auto Parts store, and the folks at Halls appreciate all of their loyal customers. Halls Napa carries auto parts and fluids, Milwaukee power tools, wipers, batteries, jump boxes, and more. Visit Halls Napa Auto Parts at 11774 Gallia Pike Road in Wietersburg, and be sure to check out Halls Napa on Facebook. The Counseling Center is the region's leader in youth and adolescent counseling. and play therapy services. TCC plays a large role in substance abuse prevention services for area youth, providing more than 4,000 prevention services for area school-age children each year. In operation since 1981, the Counseling Center is the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse prevention and recovery to mental health counseling, primary care, vocational development, and job placement services. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org. Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service. The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy. The Notre Dame Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our ND athletes: Barrett Murphy Insurance, Ruttman Realty, Larry Moore's Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Spradlin and Allstate Insurance, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's and Buffalo Wild Wings, Glockner's, Rich TV, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, and Hoover's Housing Solutions.
We at Swick Bentley Funeral Home want to help you celebrate the life that inspired you. Whether you have lost a loved one or want to pre-plan your own services, we are here to help. We can help you plan traditional burial or a cremation service, and our staff will work to ease the burden a loss leaves. We may be reached by phone at 740-456-4133 or email at info@sbentleyfh.com. And to all our local athletes, play hard and stay safe.
Hi, I'm Gary Duzan of Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner.
And I'm Jay Hazelbaker, president of TAH Benefits.
Portsmouth Insurance specializes in helping local business owners with their employee benefits.
We understand that operating a business can be stressful. Let us alleviate at least one of those worries for you. Portsmouth Insurance understands the health insurance marketplace, and our commitment to service and knowledge of both the personal and business insurance markets can give you peace of mind.
For assistance with all of your employee benefit needs, call us at Portsmouth Insurance, 740-353-4105.
The Carpenters Local Union 437 is actively seeking apprentices and journeyman carpenters. Your pay is based on your experience, but you'll start out earning a good living wage with health care and pension. The Carpenters Union takes an earn-as-you-learn approach to their apprenticeship, ensuring you earn a good living wage with benefits for your family right from the start. And every apprentice will graduate with an associate degree. To learn more about joining your local Carpenters Union, contact Trampus Puckett at Carpenters Local 437. Phone 740-354-7518.
Gamps Power Equipment, Route 140 in Slocum is your hometown team for the most feared lineup when it comes to mowing down the competition. Names like John Deere, Toro, Honda, Steel, and Western. You're guaranteed a winning record every time you take the field in pursuit of that perfect cut. Gamps opens the doors Monday to Saturday at 7:30 and features pickup and delivery as they always service what they sell. To find out more, go to Gamps.com and discover what true customer service is all about at Gamps Power Equipment.
At halftime, Hannibal River enjoys a 35-6 lead over the Notre Dame Titans at Spartan Municipal Stadium in Portsmouth. I'm Chuck Greenslade along with Kent Robinson. We welcome you to tonight's halftime report. It is presented by the My Own Bible app, courtesy of Calvary Baptist Church. Calvary Baptist Church at 2306 in Waller Street in Portsmouth, Ohio, a proud supporter of the community and high school sports, while making great efforts to reach the world with the gospel. Calvary Baptist Church and My Own Bible seek to support all the athletes and families of Southern Ohio. You're invited to be their guest at Calvary Baptist Church this Sunday. My Own Bible exists to bring the Word of God to the world. With the Bible in over 30 languages, this mission is being accomplished. If you're looking for a Bible app, a daily devotional, or a Bible reading plan, the My Own Bible app can certainly help. On the My Own Bible platform, you can search and share Scripture with just a touch of your screen. Download the My Own Bible app today for your computer, Apple, or Android device and discover the many Bible helps available to you. From devotional and Bible reading plans to commentaries and Bible helps resources, My Own Bible is a powerful tool for the gospel of Jesus Christ. For more information about Calvary Baptist Church or My Own Bible, visit becauseofcalvary.com. 35-6, your halftime score. Hannibal River leads Notre Dame. Elsewhere, in a game heard live on Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze tonight, the Piketon Red Streaks have a 34-0 lead over the Northwest Mohawks. Ironton leads at Williamsburg 28-0 at the half. And in Major League Baseball earlier today, the Cincinnati Reds dropped a seesaw battle at home to the St. Louis Cardinals 10-9, and the Cleveland Guardians were winners over the San Francisco Giants 5-2. I'm Chuck Greenslate with Kent Robinson. And Kent, we usually do this prior to the game, but they kicked off a couple minutes earlier tonight, and then we had some technical difficulties there midway through the first quarter, so we haven't really touched upon this yet, but it's not a bad thing to take a look at the Counseling Center's keys to success at halftime, because now we have some data to analyze. You've seen these two teams play for a half, so now I'm interested in getting your thoughts on what needs to be done in this second half of play. First, for Notre Dame to come back, and secondly, for Hannibal River to hold on. The Counseling Center's keys to success. For nearly 50 years, the Counseling Center has established itself as the region's leader in behavioral health care, providing everything from substance abuse disorder treatment to mental health counseling, primary care, youth therapy, vocational development, and even job placement services. The Counseling Center's caring employees believe that every human being deserves help. We all know someone. The people at the Counseling Center want to help them, and since 1980, that's exactly what they've been doing. Learn more online at thecounselingcenter.org or call 740-354-6685. 35-6 is the score. River Valley leads. Kent, let's talk about Coach Stephen Irwin's Notre Dame Titans first. They did some positive things in that first half. What do they need to keep doing to maybe get back in this one, or at least make the score a little bit more respectable?
Well, West right now has been the man. He's got a lot of yards rushing right now. He's rushed the ball quite a bit for almost like 30-some yards or more than that. The one big bigaboo was the interception when Notre Dame kind of had a little momentum head into the red zone. Didn't work out. Unfortunately, Longwell picked it off. I don't think you got to change anything. I mean, it's, we had a glitch. It's our first game. It's these guys' first games. This is a game practice. I mean, you want to make the playoffs, but you got to work on things. They're going to make. That's why you play two halves of football. That's why you play two halves of basketball. You go back into the locker room. This is what we need to do. This is not what we need to do. But Coach Irwin, with the experience that he has, he was the interim coach here last year, and you've seen what he did at Portsmouth West, being the coordinators down there. You're just going to have to make adjustments. You might have to make them kind of quick, Chuck, because River is no slouch. I mean, it's 35-6 as you look at the Spartan Stadium scoreboard, and if you're their coach, you're thinking, let's get out there, let's take care of business. We got a long bus trip back home. One more touchdown, and it's going to make that clock run a little more quicker. And I think it's going to be when they get the ball, obviously Notre Dame will get it, but I think as soon as River gets it, they're going to go down the field. They're going to do what they've done pretty good in the first half. And I think their keys to success has been running the football with Longwell, the throwing capability of Abbott, and obviously the running capability of Wyatt Strader. I mean, Strader's 7 carries, 70-some yards in the first half. They're not going to be shy not giving him giving him the football in the second half, because he's been their money man. If your man's making you money, keep giving him money, let him make it.
There you go. That's right.
Bet MGM.
You should be in upper management, I'm telling you.
I want to get one of them Bet MGM commercials.
Thank you, Kent. Those are the Counseling Center's keys to success for both of these ball clubs, Notre Dame and Hannibal River, as we look toward the second half. 35-6 is the score. This is the My Own Bible App halftime show presented by Calvary Baptist Church on 92.1 FM WIOI.
The Notre Dame Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our ND athletes: Barrett Murphy Insurance, Ruttman Realty, Larry Moore's Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Stradlin and Allstate Insurance, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's and Buffalo Wild Wings, Glockner's, Rich TV, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, and Hoover's Housing Solutions. High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home, Collier Companies, Collier Safety Services, and Collier Home Medical, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you, with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Gamp's Power Equipment, Route 140 in Slocum is your hometown team for the most feared lineup when it comes to mowing down the competition. Names like John Deere, Toro, Honda, Steel and Western. You're guaranteed a winning record every time you take the field in pursuit of that perfect cut. Gamp's opens the doors Monday through Saturday at 7:30 and features pickup and delivery, as they always service what they sell. To find out more, go to Gamps.com and discover what true customer service is all about at Gamp's Power Equipment.
Mako Finished Products, located in the Balzer Industrial Park in Lucasville, processes automotive parts with precision CNC equipment. You may actually be driving a vehicle that has a part they made. At Mako, highly trained workers, many of whom trained at the Scioto County Career Technical Center's Ramtech training facility located nearby, make precision parts using advanced technologies. Mako Finished Products wishes the best to all local teams.
The Notre Dame Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our ND athletes: Barrett Murphy Insurance, Ruttman Realty, Larry Moore's Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Stradlin and Allstate Insurance, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's and Buffalo Wild Wings, Glockner's, Rich TV, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, and Hoover's Housing Solutions.
Down on Route 52, just west of town, there's a little place where the word gets around. Quality heating there's got your back. For sales and service, they're right on track. I see out in Portsmouth, they're the name to trust. When the air goes down, they'll lift you up.
Call Quality Heating and Air at 740-858-4363.
High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home, Collier Companies, Collier Safety Services, and Collier Home Medical, Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Rooter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ. The Scioto County Career Technical Center is the region's driving force for re-energizing the economy. The mission of the Scioto County CTC is to provide a superior workforce through personalized training, new technologies, and community partnerships. Through the efforts of the Scioto County CTC's highly qualified staff, students will be presented concepts of the world of work, such as technical abilities, academic skills, and employability skills. To learn more about the Scioto County Career Technical Center and all the programs it offers, log on to sciototech.org.
At halftime, the Notre Dame Titans trail Hannibal River, 35-6. I'm Chuck Reed-Slate, along with Kent Robinson. I'm being very delicate when I touch a certain button. Yes. Sometimes you just got to, like a quarterback, you just got to let it fly and don't overthink it. First game. 35-6 is our halftime score. This is the My Own Bible halftime show presented by Calvary Baptist Church at 2306 Waller Street in Portsmouth. Our broadcast tonight is being presented in part by Mako Finished Products, as well as the Notre Dame Athletic Boosters, with special thanks To Barrett Murphy Insurance, Ruttman Realty, Larry Moore's Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Spradlin, and Allstate Insurance, Toro Loco, the Mexitalian, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's Old-Fashioned Hamburgers, as well as Buffalo Wild Wings, the Schmidt Family Restaurants, Glockner's, Rich TV and Home Center, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, as well as Hoover Housing Solutions. 35-6 the score. The Pilots lead the Titans. Kent, let's take a look at the first half stats.
Okay, unofficially, of course, you've had two key players in Wyatt Strader and Larrick pretty much running the show offensively. You've 7 carries, 68 yards for Mr. Strader, and then 9 carries, about 51 yards for Trey Larrick. Longwell has caught 6 catches. Passes thrown to Weiss and McBride were incomplete. And Trey Larrick has caught 1 as well. And for the other side of things, for Notre Dame, Weston Olger was thrown to incomplete. Newman, Fowler. Newman has completed 1 pass. Fowler has completed 2. First downs, River kind of led the way there on that one. They had 11 total first downs in the first half, the big bugaboo, which was not a whole lot because it is your first game. But they did have 15 yards in penalties for only 20 yards. They've had a couple of kick returns. And you look on the other side of things for Notre Dame, played pretty well, really needed some more first downs. That'll hopefully come in the second half of play. They only had 3 first downs. Or 3 first downs. They were penalized 1 time, 1 penalty for 15 yards. Neither team in the first half fumbled the football. Notre Dame has had to punt the football a couple times, and Archie West right now leads in running right now. He's had about 8 carries for about 40-some yards. So as we talked about the keys to success, I think, Chuck, it's just going to have to be Archie West. You know, the screen passes were working from the quarterback, Kelly, who's only a junior. You know, he played a little bit last year. But I thought overall Will played first half. It's just been on the big side of River right now, up 35-6. Like I said, the catches, Longwell had 6 in the first half. And don't be surprised if they try to go to him again. And I know I mentioned this on one of the going into the breaks. Their coaches want to come out and get it done. I mean, and hopefully we do not want this to happen. But, you know, another touchdown and that bad boy's going to run for a while.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame don't want that.
No, they don't. But as you pointed out a little earlier, you know that Hannibal River would love nothing more with a 2-hour-plus drive ahead of them to get on that chartered bus a little faster and get out of here. But the Titans will certainly try their best to ensure that doesn't occur. Let's make turnover talk official. It's time to check the turnover report, which is a service of the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Isn't it time you turned your insurance needs over to Barrett Murphy? Give Dan Cassidy a call at 740-353-3121. Pretty clean game in the first half, wasn't it?
I think Notre Dame only had 1 or 2, and one of them was a interception, so not too bad. And River really didn't have any at all. They really took care of the football.
35-6 is your halftime score. Hannibal River leads at Notre Dame. This is high school football on 92.1 FM WIOI.
We at Swick Bentley Funeral Home want to help you celebrate the life that inspired you. Whether you have lost a loved one or want to pre-plan your own services, we are here to help. We can help you plan traditional burial or a cremation service, and our staff will work to ease the burden a loss leaves. We may be reached by phone at 740-456-4133 or email at info@sbentleyfh.com. And to all our local athletes, play hard and stay safe.
This is Pat Timms, President and CEO of the Southern Ohio Cleanup Company. We wish all the schools good luck for a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we have been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all employees at SoCo, I'd like to wish all teams in the 4-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
When you're looking for great landscaping ideas, visit Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, where you'll find a full line of landscaping products such as decorative brick chips, landscaping block, brick pavers, retaining wall block, concrete landscaping edging, gravel, sand, and much more. Portsmouth Block sells to the public as well as to contractors. Create the fire pit, patio, wall, or water fountain you've dreamed of. Everything you need for the ultimate landscaping look is at Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
Let On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa in Portsmouth provide you with a positive, comfortable environment where you can experience state-of-the-art beautifying techniques, which enable you to look and feel your absolute best. With 18 years of experience, numerous skin services, body contouring, and massage packages, On the Esplanade can assist you with your physical and emotional well-being. Look natural, not fake. It's affordable and you're worth it. And On the Esplanade Laser Center and Medical Spa at 813 Gallia Street in Portsmouth wants to help. Call today.
You no longer have to pay students for good grades. We will. At First State Bank, our student checking account rewards students for making A's and B's. Did parenting just get a little easier? Open our free student checking account for ages 13 to 21. Submit your grade card to get paid. First State Bank, built on belief. Learn more at fsb4me.com. That's fsb4me.com. Member FDIC.
When in the market for retaining wall block, visit Portsmouth Block. Portsmouth Block manufactures several types of retaining wall block, including a brand known as Keystone Compact 3 Regency. Loved by those who buy it and install it, Keystone Compact is trusted by architects, engineers, and contractors around the world, as it artfully delivers a beautiful pattern, both gorgeous and efficient. Visit Portsmouth Block at 2700 Gallia Street in Portsmouth and look for Keystone Compact retaining wall block manufactured right in Portsmouth. Online at portsmouthblock.com.
Down on Route 52, just west of town, there's a little place where the word gets around. Quality heating there's got your back. For sales and service, they're right on track. I see out in Portsmouth, they're the name to trust. When the air goes down, they'll lift you up.
Call Quality Heating and Air at 740-858-4363.
Monroe's Frame and Collision and now Wheel Alignment knows that good luck on the field can sometimes turn into bad luck in the parking lot. Well, if that happens to you, just know that Monroe's Frame and Collision is there from big bangs to little dings and have been doing it for 30 years. Monroe's commitment to you, the customer, is evident when you speak with any one of the Monroe's technicians or staff. Monroe's makes you feel as comfortable as possible and are always readily available and happy to answer any of all questions and your inquiries. Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
We thank you for tuning in to the My Own Bible halftime show presented by Calvary Baptist Church at 2306 Waller Street in Portsmouth. Hannibal River leads Notre Dame at Spartan Municipal Stadium 35-6 as we get set to begin the second half of play, with the second half kickoff presented by Harris Floor Covering, 610 9th Street in Portsmouth, as well as Harris Outdoors, 616 9th Street in Portsmouth. Notre Dame will get the ball first. Here is the approach by Hannibal River. It's a high boot that is going to be fielded by Newman at the 34-yard line. He spins away from a couple of defenders while fighting his way forward. He will take the ball out across the 40 to about the 40.5-yard line. It was Carson Jones with that high pooch kick for the Pilots, and Sebastian Newman, the 5'9", 120-pound sophomore, on the run back, which covered about 7 yards. Harris Floor Covering is the area's leading floor covering contractor that has everything for all of your floor covering needs. Be sure and give Stephen Harris a call at 740-353-7959. And don't forget to visit Harris Outdoors for firearms and hunting equipment, especially as hunting season draws near. Kelly in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking to his left, tries to swing the ball out to Archie West in the right flat, and that pass was deflected. I believe it was Peyton Weiss who got a fingertip on it. It will fall incomplete, and it will be second down and 10 for the Notre Dame Titans as nightfall has set in.
Yeah, finally starting to feel pretty good.
Yeah, really. It has been relatively comfortable.
It wasn't real bad at first, then it kind of got hot because the sun was coming through the window.
Mm-hmm. Well, here in the press box at Spartan Municipal Stadium, no AC and the windows don't open. So
it's a total block.
It does get a little toasty.
That's all right. It's August.
Hey, if this was easy, everybody would do it. Here's a swing pass left side, not an out route, I should clarify, and it was a really good throw by Titan sophomore quarterback Warren Kelly, and a really nice route by Jackson Stombach, the 6'1", 200-pound junior, makes the reception.
That's his first catch of the game.
Only a couple yards on the play, but it looked pretty. Style points maybe a little bit more than the actual yardage gained. It's third down and a long 8, short 9. Ball on the left hash. A wing and 2 receivers to the right. One receiver, Fowler, wide to the left. Stombach motions over to the left and lines up as a wing. Shotgun, Kelly recoils, looks, fires. Stombach goes up for it at the 35-yard line and just can't climb the ladder. Lost his helmet at the tail end of the play. It's incomplete. On the coverage was Holden Dietrich of Hannibal River. It's going to be 4th down and 8, and the Titans will seemingly have to punt.
Yeah, if Stombach shows 6'1", if he's about 6'4", he catches it.
Yeah, that's right.
But I like it. I like this because they wasn't throwing it to him in the first half. He got no passes in the first half of play.
You're absolutely right, Kent. There's some players on this Notre Dame roster, some skill kids that have shown the capability of getting open in this game. They haven't always been able to catch it, and Kelly's actually thrown the ball all in all pretty well, with maybe the exception of just a few throws. But as the season goes forward, hopefully the hands will improve a little bit for the Titans. But they have been able to get open, have these receivers. Here's a punt. It's going to angle out of bounds around the 30-yard line. That was a really nice job by Cam Voyers placing that ball in a location that was not going to allow for a return.
Yeah, Cam Abbott, only one guy back, and he just let it drop at the 11-10 mark. Just underway in the third. Historic Spartan Stadium.
35-6, the score. Boy, it's amazing how the look of the floodwall levee has changed. There's an access road to get to the top of it as part of the Riverfront project, and I'm assuming that is there to stay. That has never been there before. Maybe it's just a road that's been constructed to get the equipment over there, or maybe that's going to become a permanent fixture. But a lot of different looks around the stadium here with all the work going on, not just on the riverfront, but with the things Shawnee State has going on down here as well. Here is Stalder. He's got room, left side, first down, puts out the stiff arm to shove a defender away, and then picks up a few extra yards before finally being run out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but not before a big gainer and a first down for Hannibal River. Wyatt Stalder, the 6', 165-pound senior. Man, is he a nice-looking player.
Yeah, he is.
He's got some good blockers in front of him, too. We can't give all the love to the skill guys. You look up front for Hannibal River. Jaden Jones, Wyatt Jones, Cooper Roberts, Dawson Isley, Tucker Hostetler.
14-yard run, the first down.
Hostutler, excuse me. They have been making some lanes. This one's coming back. Flag goes flying around the line of scrimmage. Nice run, though. I believe it's going to be all for naught. The ball carrier is Peyton Weiss, a 6'2", 185-pound senior, and he reversed course around the numbers on the right side and went all the way back to the left side of the field before being brought down inside of the 5-yard line. But from where this penalty marker was thrown, around the 44-yard line, you're probably looking at a hold or an illegal block in the back here, and it is the former, a hold on Hannibal River. So that is going to negate a big, big run by Peyton Weiss. But, there's another athlete in this Pilot arsenal that we really haven't seen that much out of.
I think he's had one carry, and that's it.
This is a nice ball club. It really, really is. I'm impressed with this team. Through the first few weeks of the season, we're going to have to really take a good, hard gander at all of our area teams to find out what we have here, who's really, really good, and who needs a little work.
It's going to take a few games to figure that out.
And it always does, every single year. Here's a pass off of play action, caught, and this is going to be a first down. That was Asen McBride, the 6'2", 210-pound senior tight end, making the reception of the pass from Cam Abbott off a really good-looking play action, and he's able to take the ball all the way to the 34-yard line of the Titans. Gain of about 18 on that pass play, and a fresh set of downs for Hannibal River, which leads at Notre Dame 35-6.
They're coming out and moving the ball. Even after that penalty, they picked it right back up.
Wishbone formation, double tight end set. The give is going to go to the left halfback. This is Weiss. He had that good run earlier in the drive just a few plays ago that was called back as a result of a holding penalty. This one's going to stand, and it's going to be a first down carry for Weiss as he motors his way down inside of the 25-yard line to the 22. So with that, Hannibal River nears the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Quality Heating and Air is on Route 52 in Sugar Grove, where they proudly offer Rheem products.
Already 3 first downs here in the quarter.
Ball on the right hash mark. Going to be another double tight wishbone formation for Hannibal River. And Abbott going to roll to his left, looking, still looking. His pass is going to be deflected and incomplete. Good pass rush by Jackson Stombach, getting the deflection to force the incompletion. Stombach, the 6'1", 200-pound junior, he's made a few plays tonight, and I'm sure that Coach Stephen Irwin, in his inaugural season guiding the Titans football program, will be calling upon his junior linebacker and tight end to make many more plays throughout the course of this 2026 campaign. 35-6 is the score. Hannibal River leads Notre Dame with 9:28 remaining in the third period.
They go to Buckeye Local next week. That's Hannibal River.
Here's this formation we saw a few times in the first half, where you have two H-backs essentially shifted over behind the guard and tackle, and then one deep back. The deep back takes the handoff. It's Lyric, and he tried to follow those lead blockers, but there wasn't a whole lot there. He's able to grind out 3 hard-earned yards. I really didn't think initially that he got that much, but a nice little lunge there at the end. Yeah, but all in all, a pretty good play there defensively by Notre Dame, preventing Lyric from going any further than what he did. He is able to get the ball to the 19, though, and it's 3rd down and 7. Now the same formation, but shifted to the left. The two lead blockers are to the left side behind the left guard and tackle, and it's Lyric again, the deep back. He takes the handoff and gets the ball down to near the 15-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 3, and I'm sure it's 4-down territory for Hannibal River, with the Pilots up by 29 points. Not a whole lot to lose here. Boy, Lyric is a strong kid. You can just tell.
Yeah, he is.
Same formation as the play before. The two blocking backs to the left. It's Lyric again. And no, the quarterback pulled it out on the option and is going to walk in untouched. What a play fake by Cam Abbott. He fooled me and everybody on that Notre Dame Titan defense. We all bet on the ball carrier, Lyric, up the middle, but it was Abbott going around the end and waltzing into the end zone untouched for a 15-yard score, and with that, we have made it to running clock time. 41-6, the new score. Hannibal River on top with the extra point to come. It will be attempted by Carson Jones. Trey Lyric will hold. The snap is on target. The spot is down, the kick is up, and it hit the upright, no good. So the score stays at 41-6. This is high school football on WIOI.
The Notre Dame Athletic Boosters would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our ND athletes: Barrett Murphy Insurance, Ruttman Realty, Larry Moore's Sporting Goods, Desco, Toro Loco, Porsche Stradlin and Allstate Insurance, Knights of Columbus, Morton's Pharmacy, Wendy's and Buffalo Wild Wings, Glockner's, Rich TV, Schaefer Farms, Guthrie's, IBEW Local, Advanced Roofing, Gaddy's Pizza, and Hoover's Housing Solutions. High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Carpenter's Local 437, the Glockner Family of Dealerships, SOMC, Portsmouth Insurance, a TAH Benefits partner, Monroe's Frame and Collision, the McKinley Funeral Home, as well as the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency.
41-6, Hannibal River now leads the Notre Dame Titans at Spartan Municipal Stadium in Portsmouth. Chuck Greenslade along with Kent Robinson. Kent, let's check the scoring recap. A service of Nancy Hawk at the Real Estate Gallery, Wheelersburg and Portsmouth. For all of your real estate needs, phone 740-574-9902 or log on to realestategallery.com.
I think everybody was looking at number 4, but number 2 kept it, took it in 15 yards at the 8-minute mark. The extra point hit the upright, and it's 41-6 with a running clock at 5:45 to go. Notre Dame set to get the football, and that's what good quarterbacks do. And man, he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
He'll be doing that for a few more years.
No doubt. Jones will boot the ball away for Hannibal River. Going to hit at the 24-yard line, bounce a couple times. Montgomery just about overran it, but he was able to fall upon the ball at the 21-yard line, and that's where this Titan drive will begin. Be sure and stick around after the game for the Minford Telephone, Minford TV, Falcon One Internet postgame show. We've got all kinds of awards that will be doling out, and a few new ones this year that we look forward to telling you about, such as the Dry Run Church of Christ Sportsmanship Award, along with all the favorites that we've all come to know and love, like the Roger and Snuffy Player of the Game presented by Collier Companies, the Monroe's Frame and Collision Big Collision of the Game, the Portsmouth Block Big Block of the Game, the Gamps John Deere Outstanding Run of the Game, as well as the Carpenters Local Union 437 T-shirt that we'll be giving away to the local team tonight. Split out wide to the right for the Titans is Keegan Fowler. Sebastian Newman started out wide to the left, and now he's going to shift over to the right side of the formation. Stombach is lined up as the tight end to the right. I formation. Kelly under center. The sophomore will pitch the ball right side to the deep back Archie West, and West is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is corralled and spun down in the backfield for a short loss. Nice defense by Hannibal River on that play, and I believe that was Trey Larrick, the 5'11", 200-pound senior. We've talked about him a lot with his running ability for the Pilots, but a good linebacker as well. He's the one that we mentioned to you a few times earlier in the game, that he is heading to the U.S. Naval Academy once his high school playing days are through.
Yeah, Peyton Weiss helping him a little bit as well, but Trey Larrick did most of the tackling there. He's a good athlete.
Loss of 2 on that last play. 2nd down and 12 for the Titans. A receiver to the right, 2 receivers and a wing to the left. Kelly in the gun. Fires left side, incomplete. The intended receiver was Caleb Ozier, but with good defensive positioning was Kristen Isley from Hannibal River, and if the throw had been on target, it would have probably been an interception. It was a good job by Isley, the 6', 165-pound junior of the Pilots, being in perfect position there, getting in the throwing lane. And you just wonder if Kelly saw him at the last moment and purposely airmailed that one, just realizing that there wasn't anything there.
Kelly was getting a little bit of heat.
Sometimes throwing it over to the cheerleading squad on the track is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think he saw some white jerseys coming his way.
Live for another down. It's 3rd down and 12. Kelly out of the gun, rolls left, fires, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Piccolo that go around, and the incompletion will make it 4th down. But since we're in a running clock situation here with Hannibal River up by 35 points, the clock will not stop even after an interception. So this game could zip by very, very quickly here.
They usually do, unless you get
If Notre Dame would
penalty.
score to trim the deficit back down, then we would go back to normal clock-keeping rules, but that's got to happen first. Cam Boyers is back in punt formation. He's a 6'2", 210-pound junior. He awaits the snap. It is on target. It is a high, wobbly boot that will be fielded at the 48-yard line. Fair caught by Cam Abbott, the 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. And at the 48-yard line of Hannibal River is where this Pilots drive will begin, with the visiting team from Hannibal River up 41-6. Clock rolling continuously now down to the 1:45 mark here at historic Spartan Municipal Stadium.
It does make a difference, doesn't it?
It does. It does. You know, we talk about this facility being the home of the Notre Dame Titans, but you can kind of put an asterisk beside that because it's not your typical home. I was just asking one of the Notre Dame players the other day who's been doing work with us at the radio station all summer long. Billy Shannon.
Yeah, I've heard him on there.
Yeah, I'm like, what's it like playing at Spartan Stadium? And he was like, well, we don't know. We haven't been there yet, So their school is up on Sunrise on the north end of town. So Notre Dame basically just shows up here to play its weekend games. So in a sense, the young Notre Dame players, they're a stranger to this field just as much as the Hannibal River players are. It's home, but a different type of home. Home away from home.
Yeah, they get the bus and come on over.
Yeah, here's a quick little pass to Evan Longwell, who is somewhat able to find the edge. He'll turn this into a 6-yard gain before going out of bounds at the Notre Dame 46-yard line.
Let me ask you this. They don't let Matt Payton drop that yellow dog, do they?
Oh, my gosh, no. I can't even believe you would suggest such.
I didn't
no.
think so, but I needed an answer before I left.
I can strongly verify that. I'm not letting Matt drive my truck tomorrow. I mean, he'll be riding shotgun as we make our trek to Proctorville tomorrow for the West Senators matchup with the Fairland Dragons.
Put him in the back.
Here's Larry up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Going to be 3rd down and short. That will probably be the final play of this third quarter. We're down under 10 seconds now. Let's see. Hannibal River might try to get off another snap. Down to 4. Abbott looking around, and they just barely miss getting that snap away before the horn sounded. That's quarter through 3. It's Hannibal River leading Notre Dame 41-6. This is high school football on 92.1 FM. WIOI.
Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical.
The Dry Run Church of Christ at 22336 State Route 73 in West Portsmouth salutes all local high school athletes and wishes the best to players, coaches, fans, officials, and all involved. The Dry Run Church of Christ encourages sportsmanship among all competitors. It is with that same grace that you are cordially invited to attend the Dry Run Church of Christ with services beginning every Sunday at 10:15 a.m. Follow Dry Run Church of Christ on Facebook. The Dry Run Church of Christ, an exciting place to call home.
To the fourth quarter we go at Spartan Municipal Stadium, where the Notre Dame Titans trail Hannibal River 41-6. The Pilots with the football, 3rd down and 1 as this quarter begins. Here is a fake up the middle to Larrick. The quarterback will keep it. That's Cam Abbott. He gets some room on the left side, moves the chains, but a flag did go flying right around the line of scrimmage. The chain gang is already moving, so evidently that penalty was either picked up or on Notre Dame because they're going to let the play stand. At least I thought I saw a flag on the play. Maybe I'm due for another trip to the optometrist. All right. So it is 1st and 10. Another great play fake there by Abbott on the option. Here's Larrick. This time Abbott gives to Larrick. He's going to be hit after a minimal pickup. Never did go to the ground, though. And again, that shows you his strength. That was a nice play, though, defensively by Notre Dame's Raymond Monovan. He's a 6'2", 180-pound junior, and he limits Larrick to a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8. 11 minutes left on a running clock here at Spartan Stadium. Again, we invite you to stick around following the game as we'll check scores from other contests. Piketon was winning big over Northwest up in Red Street Country in a game heard on 107.5 The Breeze. Ironton was winning big. Here's a give up the middle to Larrick. Hit right around the line of scrimmage and then stumbles off to the side, and that was a nice defensive effort there. I believe it was Christian Cantor of Notre Dame, the 5'11", 220-pound junior defensive lineman, clogging up the hole. Maybe about a gain of 1 for Larrick, and that'll be about it. Looking ahead for Notre Dame, the Titans will make a trip to Fayetteville 1 week from tomorrow, and then back home for a showdown against Fisher Catholic on September the 4th. Here's Larrick again, 3rd straight time for Larrick here. He has toted the pigskin on the first 3 plays of the 4th quarter, and he's going to hammer out a couple yards here to make it 4th down and 3.
Yeah, I think that next home game against Fisher Catholic, I'll be back here with Christian Downey for the call. Good to see everybody at our meeting Tuesday.
Yeah.
Getting ready for another year of football and basketball just around the corner, as you put it.
Mm-hmm. 40 games scheduled for this regular season of high school football. All 40 on the various different Total Media group of Portsmouth radio stations, and 20 of those 40 videos streamed by Total Media Sports on YouTube. On this fourth down carry, the give goes to Peyton Weiss. And Kent, I don't believe he got there. The ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. There's a conversation going on, and not much of a sense of urgency. And finally, the officials say, nope, no need to bring the chains out. He's short. Needed about 3 and got 2.5. And it will be a turnover on downs as the Notre Dame Titan defense comes away with a stop. And in a 41-6 game, in the grand scheme of things, that might not mean a lot. But when you're a teenager, especially when you're a first-year coach guiding this group of teenagers at Notre Dame, anything that you can come away with a positive, you got to build upon it.
You know, it's your first game. Like I said, you know, you've done your weightlifting. I'm sure they probably do more. You've had your 7-on-7s. You've had your scrimmages. Now it's showtime, and Notre Dame will get there. Rivers, they are a very good football team.
They are, and
last year 5-5. Last season, they made the playoffs again.
Pass to Fowler, spins away from the first wave of defenders, and then spins again to pick up a few extra yards at the tail end of that play. He takes the ball out across the 40-yard line to the 48. That's a gain of 23 yards, and then Fowler stumbles over on the sideline. He seems to be in some discomfort. He's not grabbing his legs like it's a cramp, so I'm not sure exactly what the situation is there, but hopefully he's good. He's far enough off the field. It looks like that they are going to play on. Nope, they won't. They're going to sound the whistles just to make sure he's good, because he is pretty close to the football field. If they would have run a toss sweep while he was down there being worked on by the trainers, that could have been somewhat problematic. But he's been helped up now, and he appears to be fine.
I think it might have been a small cramp. They had that one leg lifted up.
Okay, all right. That's certainly what it looked like.
That's not bad for this time of year. I mean, we got down here, it was 80-some. One cramp for August the 20th. That's pretty good. These kids are well-conditioned, both sides of the football.
The shotgun snap takes its good sweet time getting back to Warren Kelly, but it finally got there, and Kelly is going to throw far side, intended for Piccolo just over his head, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. So the ball on the 43-yard line of Notre Dame, placed on the right hash mark. Clock down to 7:10 here at Spartan Municipal Stadium in Portsmouth. Still up in the air, so I have been told, as to where Notre Dame will call home next season. It won't be here because of the renovations that are going to take place next season here at this facility, courtesy of Shawnee State, which will begin playing football in 2 years. Here's a pass. It bounced off a defender, Garrett Harlan, a 5'10", 150-pound sophomore safety, and then it looked like for a moment that it was going to be caught by a Notre Dame Titan off the bounce. That almost had the look of the immaculate reception, did it not? The infamous Franco Harris catch that propelled the Pittsburgh Steelers to one of the 4 Super Bowls they went to back in the 70s. And, we have seen a lot of weird bounces. I don't think I've ever seen a play quite like that, and I think what adds to the novelty of that historic play is that there's really not a great camera angle of it. Here's a pass over the middle intended for Fowler, and this one's going to be picked off of the deflected pass. That is Logan Tomalonis. He makes the INT and then races down the near sideline, goes out of bounds at the 45. There is a flag down around the midfield stripe, and that might be an illegal block on the return, but a good job by Tomalonis catching the ball off of the tip. The old tip drill. It has been in effect tonight, that's for sure.
Well, first off, they got good yardage there, and they're going to get more against who we think it is.
It is a hold on the return on Hannibal River, so the Pilots will still get possession after forcing the turnover as a result of the Tomalonis interception, but they won't get quite the field position they were going to get. So they will take over possession, and I believe we have a timeout taken by the Pilots. We'll take one as well. With 5:19 left to play, it's 41-6. River Valley leading Notre Dame. This is high school football on WIOI.
of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Wittenberg telephone and TV. The local choice, the best choice.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
Back to play we go, and a turnover here to begin this drive by Hannibal River. A backup was put in at quarterback. I believe it was Garrett Harlan who went in for Cam Abbott, and the ball was snapped, and it was as if he wasn't ready for it. Don't know if he just lost track of where the ball went once it was fumbled or whether the center snapped it prematurely, but quarterback Garrett Harlan was just standing up looking around like, what is going on here? A very odd-looking play.
Yeah, and then couldn't find it.
Yeah, finally a Notre Dame defender falls upon it, so the Titans have the ball at the 35-yard line going in, trailing 41-6. As the clock continues to roll in this running clock situation, we're down to 4:25 left. Warren Kelly out of the pistol, and this play is going to be blown dead before the ball was snapped as a flag goes flying in the defensive secondary for Hannibal River. Maybe an illegal substitution on the Pilots. That looks to be the case. We're starting to see Coach Mike Flannery put some subs in now to try to give everybody an opportunity to play here in some cleanup duty, and that often occurs when you start putting players that will be primarily your JV kids throughout the course of the season in. Youth, inexperience, but that's why you put them in a situation like this, to try to remedy that.
Got to learn.
Game experience. Can't replicate it, can't mimic it. Nothing like Friday Night Lights, even when it's on a Thursday, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Here's Stombach in motion to the left. He's going to line up as a tight end to the left side of the formation. Kelly out of the gun, going to set up a screen to Archie West, who makes the catch at the 32. Tries to sidestep one defender, and he's going to get a decent gain. Kudos to the defensive player, Creston Isley, for reading that pretty well and holding on for dear life, but still a nice pickup by Archie West, as he's going to have first down yardage to gain. He'll move the ball inside of the 25-yard line. They'll spot him at 22, and that's where it will be 1st and 10 for Coach Stephen Irwin's Titans. Boy, another touchdown on the scoreboard would certainly go a long way for Notre Dame's ego. Would like to see them finish strong. Here on the jet sweep, it's West trying to turn the corner left side. He's got room now, cuts it back up around the left hash marks, lowers the shoulder and takes the ball inside of the 15-yard line down near the 12. That's going to be a first down for the Titans. Give him 10, and with that, Notre Dame has worked its way back into the Quality Heating and Air red zone. Quality Heating and Air can be found on Route 52 in Sugar Grove. If your air's not working when it's hot, or if your heat's not working when it's cold, give Phil right out a call. 1st and 10. The Titans can get a first down without scoring as the ball is located at the 12. Archie West is going to check out, getting a well-deserved break and a swig of water. Lining up as a receiver to the left side of the formation is Keegan Fowler. Going to go 3 receivers to the right. That's Caleb Ozier, Piccolo, and Stombach. Warren Kelly looking that way, and coming back to make the reception around the 11 is Ozier. Only a gain of a yard, but a really, really nice-looking play, and a good job by Caleb Ozier battling back to get open and make the catch. And as the season goes, Kent, I get the feeling he's going to learn to keep his feet.
You know he will.
Yeah, so he can not only make the catch, but then turn upfield and get a few extra yards out of that. Down to 1:25 left. Actually, they say no gain on that play. So 2nd down and 10. Kelly out of the gun. Swings it left side, intended for West. Pass a little too far out in front of him.
I mean, he was pretty much wide open, but just couldn't contain it.
Got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in. And it's 3rd and 10. 60 seconds to go. Hannibal River is going to open its 2026 campaign with a victory, and Notre Dame will drop to 0-1, but have an extra day to prepare for the Titans' next contest 1 week from tomorrow at Fayetteville. Back at home on September the 4th to host Fisher Catholic. I formation with a tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the left. The deep back is Archie West. Kelly fakes the pitch, now rolls to his left, gets away from a defender, throwing on the run, and making a diving catch is Sebastian Newman. He makes that catch right around the 10-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down, 20 seconds left. Notre Dame's going to have to hustle to get this play away, and the Titans have to look to the end zone if they want to end this evening with a touchdown. It won't change the end result, but it would certainly change the score, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get this ball snapped. No, they thought it was going to be snapped from the left hash mark. The officials spotted it on the right. 1 second. Are they going to get the snap off? They just do. And here's Kelly looking under duress. Avoids one would-be tackler. Still looking. Scrambling to his left. He's going to dump it off. Caught at the 6-yard line. And the receiver slips down about the 5-yard line. That's Ruttman. So it does go for a first down, but no touchdown, and that brings the contest to an end. There is a Notre Dame Titan down at the end of the play, and hopefully that is nothing more serious than a cramp. That young man is being helped up, and it looks like he is okay, and that is your ball game. 41-6, the final score, as Hannibal River comes to Portsmouth and defeats the Notre Dame Titans on this opening night of Ohio high school football in Scioto County. Stay with us. Post-game coverage coming your way next. You've been listening to High School Football on 92.1 FM, WIOI, Portsmouth, New Boston.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery. We'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck.
High school sports on the Total Media Group of Portsmouth is presented in part by Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, the McKinley Funeral Home. Call your companies, call your safety services, and call your home medical. Little's Septic Service, Little's Grease Trap Removal, Little's Excavating, and Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Clark's Pump and Shop, First State Bank, the Counseling Center, Gamp's John Deere and Convenient Mart, as well as the Dry Run Church of Christ.
It's time for the Midford Telephone Midford TV postgame show. Now let's go back to our game site for the wrap-up of tonight's game.
41-6. The Notre Dame Titans fall to Hannibal River this evening at Spartan Municipal Stadium. I'm Chuck Greenslate along with Kent Robinson. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's game, and we welcome you to the Midford Telephone Company postgame show. For over 100 years, the Midford Telephone Company has proudly served our neighbors, supported our schools, and invested in the communities we call home. Today, we're keeping you connected with fiber internet, our newly upgraded TV app experience, and now offering mobile 5G phone service, all with the personal local service you just won't find with the big national providers. Call us at 740-820-2151 and talk to a real live local person. Visit falcon1.net